Hey, Barbara, how are you?
Hi, James. I'm well, and you?
Hey, listen, we've got a picture here of an outstanding-looking caribou taken by the world-famous, and I understand now he's a sculptor as well as known as an artist. Okay, Rick Taylor, we had to do a little research on him. I don't have any of his work. I apologize, Rick, if you're listening. I don't have any of your work. I didn't realize he was a sculptor as well. Tell us a little bit about this, because this hunt was went a little differently, didn't it?
Yes, it did. As I like to say, it was definitely a case of serendipity all the way around. This is a hunt that Rick really didn't even have on his radar. He has hunted caribou before. He's hunted other varieties of caribou. This particular caribou is called the Arctic Island caribou, and it's in a specific little area, and it is perhaps the smallest subspecies of caribou in North America. You might think of it kind of as you would Coues deer to white-tailed deer. And he went on this hunt when a friend of his who had booked it 2 years prior, because it's not an easy hunt to get either. There aren't a lot of opportunities for it. But his friend couldn't go. He had to have some surgery done, and he convinced Rick to go on the hunt for him. So Rick said, okay. So he went on this hunt. And they got on this herd caribou bull, and his guide said, that's a really nice one. He said, yeah, he looks a lot bigger than all the others. Shot it, got it on the ground. They looked at it, went, wow, this is a really nice one. Didn't think anything more about it, took it home, took photographs, sent the photographs to his friend, and his friend contacted him and said, Rick, did you get this scored? Nah, because Rick isn't into that. He doesn't hunt for the record book. He doesn't hunt with a measuring tape. He hunts for the sheer love of the hunt and the species. And his friend said, Rick, this is a top 10 at least. You have to get it scored. I don't feel like it. Rick, you have to get it scored. Finally, he sends him the forms, insists that he fills them out, insists that he gets them submitted. He ends up actually just taking the trophy with him to the SCI convention in Reno this past January and had it officially scored by the scoring panel there. Lo and behold, it's the new world record. It scores a whopping 27 inches over the original, or the current world record at that time. The previous world record scored 389 points. This one scores 416 and 4/8. And he almost didn't get that score done. So it's true serendipity.
You know, Barbara, we've been very fortunate this year. We've shown many pictures of world-winning top animals that have been taken so far in the season, and this is just another one. The minute you think that the top record has been held for years, all of a sudden someone comes up with another one. How many of us have gone on the hunt and said, yeah, I'd love to see something, and it really, you probably end up settling for something less. Not many of us take an animal and go, oh, well, yeah, well, sure, let's, yeah, that's fine, wait a lot. And then someone pushes us into finding out we have a world record. I mean, every time I approach an animal, I'm thinking, okay, is it going to be top 10? and Rick, I've not met him. Barbara, have you met him, by the way?
He's a classy guy, yes. I have.
And he must be very low profile and probably a wonderful guy to talk to. But, the moment that he walked up to that, I don't know why he wasn't all excited about it, but, every hunter is a little bit different. I can guarantee you today he's very excited about it.
He is. Just to show you what kind of guy he is, he got it scored and everything in January at the Reno show. And only recently did he send me the report and tell me about it. That's how low profile he is. And then I called him and I said, Rick, I have to tell people about this. He says, well, okay, I guess if you feel that you have to. That's just the kind of guy he is.
You know, we don't have the information on his website, but we certainly, do you know what it is so that we can send folks there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I had sent that, and I didn't. But if you Google Rick Taylor, I believe if you do ricktaylor.com, his website will come up. It's White Mountain Goat Gallery, something like that. And I apologize for not having that at the ready.
Yeah, he's up in Canada, right?
He's in British Columbia, yes.
He's in British Columbia, okay. Well, our congratulations to Rick, and thank you for bringing that report to us today, Barbara. I think it's just outstanding. I mean, I've been on a couple of caribou hunts, and I'm always fascinated because it's like, well, that one's big, well, that one's bigger, that one's big, and here's a guy that takes one. Hey, congratulations, Rick. I hope that you look at the show, and hey, we need to know more about you. Maybe we can get you on the show. Certainly want to tell people to go by and have a look at the website, because I understand he does marvelous work.
He does. He does absolutely gorgeous work. He has done work, donated sculptures to the Grand Slam, Ovis Grand Slam Club, to the Wild Sheep Foundation, in support of their awards programs there. And he does absolutely gorgeous work. If wildlife art is something that interests you, I strongly recommend you look at Rick's work. And if you want to read the full story of his hunt, you can read it in the April issue of the Hunting Report.
Well, of course, we knew that. Thank you, Barbara. We'll see you again next week. Bring us more.
Will do.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.